Audio
and I help.
Really over here.
All the things with the ideas and the crazy stuff.
That's true. All right, so as I said, like 3 years, coming up on 3 years. I know I've been talking to this guy. I met you guys originally through Nolan
Yes.
Hodges. That's my homie. Actually, I was trying to get him to come up here. We were going to surprise everybody. And I guess him and Junior didn't make it. I love that guy. I definitely wanted to shout him out. Let you guys know that that's how I originally heard of you. It was Nolan.
Awesome. Thank
That's
you.
how I got here. Pepper also
Yep.
is a good friend of mine.
Good
She
peeps.
has set this whole thing up to get us here. So mad props to Pepper too. So the first thing I want to start out with, and I'm going to bop you with this one because you're not going to believe it.
Go for it.
I know you from Florida.
You know
From
me
the
from
depth.
Florida? Oh my God. Yeah.
So I was born in Tampa.
Okay.
I started in the Tampa scene.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of the Depth.
Really?
I thought that you were really good back then. So
Thank you.
I think I said something to you about knowing her from there when you first
what
joined
a
the band.
small world.
I'm like, dude, I know her. She's really good. So seeing you transition over to Clozure, like, it's been impressive. You were really good for them.
Thank you.
But you guys, obviously, as a squad, are just so much tighter. Everything is so much better. You're a professional band as far as I can see, man. You're one of the best I've seen that are just not that national level yet. And I've seen you get so close. So I look forward to that. Like, I really appreciate it. You got us
Thank
as
you.
fans. We can listen to all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I wanted to surprise you with that one. I knew you weren't ready
That
for
is
it, girl.
wild.
I've been waiting a long time to talk
Your
about it.
favorite song, The Devil Effect, is literally inspired by the breakup of my old band, The Dev. So it was a play on words. So he thought of a song title, and it was called The Lucifer Effect, which was basically like a psychological study
Stanford prison experiment.
of where you had some people in the jail cell and some people out of it. And at the time, I was going through some issues with my father passing, and music is an interesting aspect where it can either bring people together or sometimes tear people apart. Most of the time when it tears people apart, it's actually the band members. It's never like the actual listeners, because the listeners will always see it and hear in a standpoint of what they need. You know what I mean?
Right.
As a musician, though, a lot happens in these tour buses
In the background, for sure.
yeah, and so when he showed me that song, and there was no lyrics or anything to it just yet, I was so beyond inspired.
They're totally different lyrics too.
Completely different lyrics.
So much better now.
And so, ironically, it was inspired by that. To this day, though, now we're all cool, and it's not those ill intentions anymore. Like, I actually got to have a conversation with him, and we really were able to hash it out, settle it out. And honestly, I kind of wanted that moving forward. I wanted that quote-unquote closure, because I learned so much from that band, and I feel like
She said the name!
yeah, I learned so much from the Dev, but I don't think I would have been who I would be for Clozure. And so, you know, it's those building blocks. So I'm glad that you know me from that, because it's
I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to bring it up like that's, you know, you don't pull on the soft tissue. It's obviously a long time ago, and if it was something touchy, and I wasn't sure, to be honest, Florida would just be crazy.
Florida is wild.
So I wasn't going to bring it up. I was going to ask you about it. I'm really glad that you brought it up on your own and you explained that everything's cool. I haven't heard of the Dev in a long time.
Yeah, Chris, John, Ryan, we're cool. We talked about it. We had that conversation.
Lots of Florida follows out there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, people are going to see you. It's going to be a thing.
At the moment, I think they tried 2 other singers and then they chose to dissipate. But I'm sure they're probably going to get back into music.
Well, Matt
fully
Props,
support
we're still
them.
out here talking about you guys.
Yeah, it was good music, and in all honesty,
musicians, they could go on into whatever they want to go on.
yeah, in all honesty, it was really nice. And I think if it weren't for the Dev, I would not be able to quote unquote get my closure and be where I'm at. And everyone has to go through stuff in order to learn, and I've learned a lot, and I feel like I become a better person going through everything that I went through, the trials and tribulations, where in this band it's no longer just a band, it's a family. And we've had fights, we've had discussions, we've talked to each other, and unlike where you worry, oh my god, this guy's gonna quit now because of this fight, it's like, get your ass back in this damn bus. We're having that conversation, and you have to go through it.
We having a talk.
Yeah, you have to go through
It happens.
So, yeah, it's cool. Great people. Florida has a really good, interesting music scene. We have a cover song with Magnolia Park. Joshua Roberts from Magnolia Park, Orlando-based. Thomas is from Tampa. He's our videographer.
I've loved that guy for a long time too.
Yeah.
Glad you said his name. I was going to shout him out. And Malcolm Springer too.
Malcolm, yeah.
Genius producer, that guy.
He is. Peter Keys did a lot of our mastering, which is the keyboardist for Leonard Skinner. I mean, it's all different states and
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I don't think people really understand the amount of effort and work that goes into how this goes and what you guys go through to make it happen. why you're here and why they should come and support you guys.
Yeah.
Road to the stage is the trip, right?
Oh yeah.
So what do you guys have coming up next? Like, where are you headed to from here? When's the next song coming out? Got anything you could tease us with?
We just released a song yesterday, actually.
Yeah, Relapse.
Relapse,
In
right,
a couple weeks, we're going to be playing Rockfest with Five Finger, with Marilyn Manson, and
In This Moment.
In This Moment's on our day there, so it's going to be a solid show.
Which you give me In This Moment and Marilyn Manson, and I'm having like an absolute conniption. And then
I
we
had a
have.
feeling Maria Brink was going to be in there somewhere for you.
I love Maria Brink. And then we have Northwood. So July is going to be what's it called? Rockfest.
Yep.
August is Northwoods, and then August 31st through September 7th.
Tour or the cruise
Tour, which means that we'll be an international band because it's going to Mexico. So now we're not just like a national, we're international. What'd you say?
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic?
Yep.
Oh,
People
never mind, my
can still
bad.
already listen to our music
Yeah.
in various
True.
other countries, so hey,
That's true.
Right, just gonna go strengthen it.
Yeah.
I've actually noticed we have a weird amount of listeners in Germany.
Yes.
For a band that's
And
never played a
Brazil.
show in Germany. Brazil,
And Brazil. But
Bra-
Germany and Brazil
England.
really does love rock.
They really do.
Yeah.
Well, there's a band out there called Grace de Gear. It's
Okay.
DE space GIER. Very, very good. Won lots of awards. She sings in 3 languages. Very, very
That's
strong.
awesome.
I worked with her for several years. Haven't talked in so much recently, but if you guys end up going across the pond, I certainly would be looking them up. I mean,
Okay.
they're a powerhouse, and I think you guys would be really good together.
Okay, cool, bet. God, I hope it happens soon.
that's the toughest thing, that you gotta pair up with somebody that's good and known over there too, that way you can actually fill the seats that you're playing.
Right, because you guys are great and a lot of people know who you are, but they're more familiar with the people in the location.
Yeah.
Like here, a lot of people know who you are. I see so many shirts out there, guys. So many Clozure
really
shirts.
cool. That is so
Yeah.
cool.
But
I never
they're not,
Especially
they're not
the-
from here. This isn't even a close aspect of what you guys do, so seeing so much support so far away is
It's still a wild moment for me to be walking around like shows and festivals and see somebody I don't know
Yep.
that's wearing my band shirt, and I'm just like, well, that's new.
It hits me different because sometimes some of them have my face and body on it, and I'm going, oh, hey there, buddy, how you doing? Or I'll make them really awkward. I'm like, wow, I look really good on top of you. And then they don't know how to react.
Yeah,
and I
just
live
started
to make them
swaying.
feel awkward.
You got people out here passing out.
Yeah, oh my God. Did you notice that? There was like 2 other people. I thought they were sleeping.
I
hey,
checked
you
on
good?
one. She was laid over in the shadow, but I seen a guy go over and she was like, oh, and she literally
Okay.
gave the thumb. Yeah, it's a scorcher out there, man. You gotta be careful.
I'm telling you, the
I
rock
thought it was
festivals.
just me. I was whooped. I had to come in here for
Rock
a few
fest-
That's all
Festivals?
booty sweat here,
Rock
buddy.
festivals
Yeah.
are more
For a group
supportive.
of people who love to wear all black, we picked some hot damn festivals
Yeah.
to play.
It's
I'm not
true.
gonna lie.
But I will say, like going to EDC, going to like a bunch of hip hop and pop festivals, I feel like rock festivals are the few where like not to trample each other on mosh pits.
Yep.
You check up on the others that like they're down.
Pit etiquette.
I mean,
Dude, I've never seen, and knock on wood, man. I don't. Yeah, here we go. There's a guitar over there. I like that. I've never seen a shooting at a rock concert. I mean,
No.
again, I'm from Florida. Like,
Yeah.
there's some
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, you're
shit
right,
happens
you're
down
right.
downtown Orlando
Right.
is a mess right
there. You
now.
know, the
I mean, I think Damage Plan may beg to
homosexual
differ,
club out
but-
there. Remember, it was
Pulse.
so like we haven't seen it. I'm plus 10 years in this thing and still never seen anything like that in a rock or a punk rock concert.
Thank God.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, mad props to the people out there really supporting each other and loving each other and doing the thing, because there's so many people scared to come here that think somebody's going to punch them in the face because it's
See, that's the thing, dude. Like, getting out, touring, being on the road. Like, you open Facebook, you watch the news. Like, they're pushing this idea to you that, like, the world is bad, people suck, everyone's evil. Being out on the road, dealing with people, it's overwhelmingly good.
I know.
And it's
bro.
especially within this rock community, because everyone just kind of,
Yeah.
there's a level of etiquette among us all, it
Well,
feels
they're
like.
very accepting from,
Yeah.
if you look at the different just with us, the different backgrounds.
Mhm.
I mean, Orlando, Kentucky,
You're from there.
Alabama. It's,
Mhm.
I spent a lot of time working in India, we're just all over the place.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Backgrounds,
stuff.
jeez, it's all over the place.
But we're very like, I think rock music is one of the few genres that is still very emotionally driven. You know what I mean? The lyric content can be absolutely anything. It can be either a screw you song, a screw this song, a song about trials and tribulations. It could be a song about love, anger. So, with pop, it's always just about dancing and forgetting, dancing the night away, or sometimes with rap, it could be all hypersexualized, which don't get me wrong. Maria breaks in this moment. Trust me, I'm all about that hypersexualization. But, you know, with rock, there's a lot of adversities and diversity within itself. So
Like I never knew.
I think that's why these festivals do well, is because a lot of the times, you know, you're not going just to get like, you know, can I cuss on this? I can, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're not just going to get fucked up, you know what I mean? You're going because of a song. Like Red Jumpsuit Apparatus is playing tonight, and there's a lot of people that have gone through, you know, either kind of domestic violence or anything, and when they hear, you know, Face Down, it's going to hit them differently. Or
Always does, still 25 years
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
and that's the thing with rock. If you hit a banger in rock, you're set for life because it means something, you know?
We was talking about it earlier. It's emotion. You remember emotions years after the fact.
So
And it's
much
like
feeling.
right there again.
Mhm.
And that's
That's why.
And that's what like music can do, but I feel like rock music hasn't lost that essence because there's still an instrument. So it's not like all DI and plug-in. You know, it's still his soul through his fingers to his guitar through that amp. You know what I mean? It's still my voice. Nowadays, it's I don't think it's as much anymore. My idea or belief on it.
It's writing driven. I feel like people
Yeah.
are just trying to make up cool stuff, and don't get me wrong, it's not everybody, but you certainly see a popularity thing going on. Some people are pushing
Mm-hmm.
a feel in a genre because it is popular. I don't want to say anything skeptical, but there's a lot of them out there
Yeah.
that are just doing a thing because it's a popular thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say anything bad about it. Like a lot of people
Yeah.
love that stuff, but we're talking about like really, really good music, and we're talking about like a really cool gimmick.
Yeah.
You know
That was
what I
true.
mean? There's a slide in the middle where that's really, really cool. I
Yeah.
feel like you guys are like right there somewhere. Really, really good and have a really good gimmick too. You know what I
Actually,
mean?
you know what? We were talking about something similar to this yesterday. We did like a little interview.
Uh-huh.
And I said that I feel like music and like the entertainment industry and the broadcasting industry is starting to do a full circle.
Yep.
Where I remember when I met Matt Pinfield like about 2 years ago.
Oh
I was
my
at Louder Than
goodness.
Life, and he was a personality. You stopped and you wanted to watch Matt Pinfield to see what band he was going to bring forth because you trusted his personality, his character to find good music. And now, you know, people like you and people like, you know, Sound 228 and 97X and everything, they matter more than ever because so much music is coming out, and it doesn't mean that all of it's good. So people like you, where you can stop, listen, and like determine, this is a great song, let me push this forward to my people now. That's how these newer artists are starting to do that, like roundabout. It's no
So
longer
important.
like 2008 Lady Gaga, where like it was just labels buying people, reshaping them, and then throwing them out there.
Yeah.
You're seeing smaller bands and smaller labels, like what we have, Wake Up
Starting to
Music,
emerge, yeah.
and you're seeing like the startups of a lot of bands.
Mhm.
And so I think I'm excited for the future because I genuinely feel like it's starting to come back to just power of the people and the listeners rather than
Oh,
just these massive labels controlling everything.
There's so much going on in the world with the laws and the rules and how the game is played.
Yeah.
I mean, life is so crazy, but that's what makes it so amazing. It's
Yeah.
so interesting. You never know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
The littlest, tiniest thing that you thought was just a speck in a tire turns out to be the thing that saves your life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I look forward to every day. I love opportunities like this. Talking to people like you are just, it fills my heart. It makes me
Right on, man.
like feel the thing that I've been doing for so long as working.
See, that's a
Thank
big
you.
part of what I love doing about this is just being able to like come to festivals like this. And we did, we did our VIP earlier,
Hmm.
and there's these two younger guys that they're just metalheads to their core. And it's really cool to be able to come out and do this and just kind of get a one-on-one interaction and connect with people that I wouldn't have never met in my life otherwise. And
I
it's-
creeped on her a little bit during one of her meet and greets. I try not to be too weird and creepy, but like I'm supposed to be the guy with the camera. It was very, very cool. I think she went and got that girl a t-shirt and had it signed and stuff for her. That's,
Yeah.
again, like trying to get people out here because there's so many more people. It's not even just you guys.
Mhm.
There's so many people out here who deserve to be seen, and that's just how you go about doing it. You
Yeah.
love people
So many
and they
good
love
people
you
you meet, and that's what really needs people. It's,
Sure.
I mean, I think we've all personally agreed that as long as we can, you know, keep it on a one-on-one basis and try to like get that touch we can, because obviously when you know, if you get larger than life or bigger, it does get hard to like be able to have that personal interaction. So right now, while we still have our hands in that pot, we can still have control over it. That's why we try to make our VIPs a little bit more personal. You know, we do acoustic sets because, you know, you may not realize like an amazing lick that Mike's doing on his electric guitar or like a beautiful riff that Matt wrote when we wrote the song Hope. and acoustically you can hear it, or you can hear inflections of my voice
I
and
love
vulnerability
acoustic editions.
even. More than like stage, because there's not that break between the speaker, and you can literally hear it straight from
It's a
their
lot
hands in
more
my mouth.
personal, and I mean, acoustic guitars, they're less forgiving.
Yeah.
And singing without a
Oh yes.
singing without a mic, just raw out into the room.
Raw dogging it.
You can't mic control that thing.
Yeah.
The whole situation is less forgiving, and it's more raw,
Right.
and it's more
So
just
intimate.
pulled
Yeah.
away.
Unplugged.
It has so much emotion pulled behind
It's like
it.
It's like
MTV Unplugged.
MTV Unplugged.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you used to like to watch those shows.
Yeah.
because
Allison
there was such a good
Yeah.
connection to it. And it's
And it's cool because we get to
Yeah.
explain like how we wrote our songs. You know, we have this one song that Mike wrote, and he originally wrote it for his dog, and then I kind of like repurposed it in my brain for the loss of my father. And then next thing you know, roles reverse. I'm writing a song for my drummer Mike because he was going through some stuff and he needed like to find some hope, and I literally wrote a song named Hope. So a lot of
Great
people
song,
don't get
by the
to hear
way.
it.
I don't think I did the thing. I was fucking spaced out. Great song.
Thank
This is
you.
the first time I heard that one. You guys got
It's
me with that one.
different. I'm normally the Nevermore Devil
It's
Effect
heartfelt.
angry
Man, there's so
songwriter.
much emotion in it.
Woo!
It was good.
That was probably the hardest
I
song
think
I've
you
had to
just
write.
called everybody like.
No.
it was different, definitely.
I don't know that anybody really reacted, but there were so many people over there that were just captivated by what was going on. Nobody knew what the fuck to do. We were all just stuck.
We get that a lot at shows, actually.
Yeah.
I'll look out like mid-set, and I'll just see the whole crowd looking at us just...
stuck.
And then you look at them because you're like, good, bad.
Right? Well, I love the behind
Do we
the
fuck or do
band
we
shots
suck?
where you
Yeah.
see everybody. Everybody's like, again, you can see like the drool running down their lip. Like it's so worth it, you know?
That might just be because of the bra top.
I mean, and then bouncing all over the damn stage.
That's
Who
just
knows
Matt's
what it
bra
was?
she's talking about.
That's right.
Well, you guys are rad. I really appreciate you taking the time out with me. I know it's been crazy getting here and being up on the stage and all that stuff. Road to the Stage Official is where you'll find this stuff on YouTube.
Absolutely, man.
It's been growing a lot recently, and really excited about that.
Glad to
Love
hear
to see
it.
it.
Have some t-shirts coming too, so
Okay,
we'll
cool.
get on the beach up and swap some t-shirts.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I love you guys, and I look forward to everything to come and what we call.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
So hopefully, guys, you know, if you love him, subscribe to him, like his video and everything. Obviously, subscribe to us. We're official Clozure on all platforms. What else do like front women singers do? Like, subscribe, comment down below any questions that you have for him to ask bands in the future. Or if you have questions for us, you can go on our YouTube and ask us questions there.
For sure.
I'm trying to do better at
Clozure with a Z.
Soundbite?
Clozure with a Z.
Clozure with a Z.
With a
you
Z.
know?
Yeah.
Must be a Z.
Not to be confused
Yes.
with Bobby with an I.
Oh yeah. Don't worry about Bobby with an I. He's nobody.
So crazy story. There is a Clozure out there with an S,
Yes.
and it looks like Bobby Brown from the mid '80s started out a band.
Really?
It's crazy. I'll show
It's
you
wild.
later.
It's really
Yeah.
cool, actually. They're
I mean, I'm definitely gonna
they're
have
not
to check
bad.
it out.
That's the
It's
thing.
so
They're pretty
funny
good.
to look at. You're like, yeah, I don't think they're really a band anymore. But yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm interested. Well, you guys go check out Clozure with an S too. Apparently, that's pretty good stuff.
We're just giving you lots of closure.
yeah.
Hopefully this, you know, interview just gave you
Hopefully.
closure. You feel complete and happy inside.
Leave Clozure to the world.
Oh yeah. You guys stay tuned. There's more coming.